Hello, I'm Ann Morgan, 100 Plus Women Who Care of Northern Door County, co-founder and board member. Welcome to our presentation for Good Samaritan Society, Scandia Village. This is for our April 26th Giving Circle meeting. Thank you for joining us virtually. We are looking forward to live presentations starting in July if all goes well. But for now, I'll be the host for this short presentation and ask the questions for the 5-minute Q&A. I'd like to welcome 100 Plus member Peggy Lott, who will be presenting on behalf of her nomination, Good Samaritan Society, Scandia Village, and also welcome Michelle Knotts, who is the administrator for Good Samaritan Society, Scandia Village. With that, I'll turn it over to Peggy.
Hello, everyone. I'm excited to be able to talk about Scandia, or SCAND, as it is known by its acronyms, Senior Citizen Agency of Northern Door. And it was founded over 40 years ago by a group of concerned citizens who got together wanting to have a Northern Door retirement living and healthcare center for people 55 and older. Well, they certainly have succeeded. It is a wonderful place, as I'm sure many of you know, having visited friends or relatives there. On the south end of Sister Bay, up on a hill, it really is a village. And there are just so many good things about it. I'll start by just talking about the continuum of care, which could start out with the standalone villas, which are of varying sizes, some with garages and sun porches. And then the main facility, which includes the Meadows, which is independent living, where both my mother and my aunt and uncle spent a lot of time. And then Woodview, which is assisted living, which is just a very commodious, very attractive, wonderful spot with a beautiful dining area. And outside, some of the residents plant little gardens and they take care of plants outside. It's really lovely. Um, Next comes the care center, which is for long-term nursing care. And they do such a good job there. Of course, there's Birchwood as well, which is the memory care unit with patients with Alzheimer's or other memory issues. And a number of years ago, Michelle will have to say maybe 5 years ago, we finished up on a combination of the Door County Medical Center physical therapy area and rehabilitation rooms within Scandia itself for people who are not ready to go home after getting out of the hospital. This has just been such a bonus for our community and for all the rehab patients who don't have to travel all the way to Sturgeon Bay. I know I've taken advantage of it and seen many of my friends there as well. They do a great job, and the physical therapists there are really marvelous. They get so they know you by name by the second time you get there. There's a chapel as well, which is well beloved, and the whole campus um, is just a place of beauty and peace and good fellowship. The staff is the basis of it all. Their dedication and care. I might even get a little teary here, honestly, because they just go above and beyond to take care of the people that we love. So I just and I can't finish without mentioning Bargains Unlimited, which of course is the resale shop that benefits Scandia Good Samaritan Village. And Michelle can tell you how many millions of dollars they have raised to benefit Scandia. It really is remarkable, staffed by many Scandia, um, many volunteers from both the community and from SCAND itself. Um, I want to just finish by saying that many of you may feel you would never go to a retirement center. But let me tell you that I already have my reservation in. I'm not going anytime soon, but I look forward to it. Not being alone in my own home, even with a care person um, hired here, but to be at a place with my friends, and I can enjoy the full span of my days by being there. Um, I really hope that you choose to support Scandia Good Samaritan Village, and I would urge you to do so. Thank you.
Thank you, Peggy. Now on to the Q&A session with Michelle. So our first question for you, Michelle, is how would you spend the award money?
Oh, that would just be such an honor to be the recipient. And I'm so grateful to Peggy. Obviously, you can tell from all of her comments that we have a lot going on our campus. And I know when we applied for your award, we were right in the middle of everything COVID related, as that's been such a hot topic. But I can tell you and share with everyone that we've worked really hard to maintain all of the recommended protocols, but it comes at such a high expense. When we've had to staff with extra staff just to help maintain resident screenings, whether they're daily, weekly, monthly testing that's involved, all of that takes a whole lot of extra staff. And when we've had to even onboard an agency person, agencies were not coming out and still are not coming out into any long-term care organization unless they receive premium pay, because it's during a challenging time of COVID, of course. Considered hazard pay, so to speak. So what we would be looking at is moving forward, utilizing dollars for the additional things that we want to help cover and protect our residents to the best degree possible. And we are always looking at new activities. That is the primary thing. I think Peggy alluded to it, how active the campus is on a normal basis, but we've had to adjust. We're paying folks as what we used to pay and purchase some entertainment to come into the facility. We haven't been able to do that, and we're just now starting to branch out and be able to do some of those things again. So being able to obtain programs for the residents to come in, to performers just to come in and share with the residents again across the campus. We're not quite to that point yet, but we're getting there. And just to be able to have that ability to expand and grow in those programs and treat the residents to some of those special things that we have not been able to do. Thank goodness for virtual, like we're participating today. We've been able to have some outside groups perform virtually, but it's just not the same. So covering a lot of extra COVID expenses currently and moving into the future and expanding our programming would be two huge items for us that could be such a benefit.
Okay, thank you. And another question, where does your funding come from?
Our funding, we are very blessed. We have the support of the community. And as Peggy mentioned, we have Bargains Unlimited that's run by volunteers. And unfortunately, Bargains, due to COVID, has not been able to open. They actually closed for several months during COVID, and now they're just open on a limited basis. But funding comes from many sources because long-term care reimbursement is so challenging. The Medicaid deficit for the care center is huge. Right now, I would have to look at, we're compiling all of numbers and figures from 2020, but with the COVID expenses and additional outlays of dollars last year, the Medicaid deficit is probably upwards close to $75 per resident per day for anyone that we serve on the Medicaid side. And we open our doors to everyone. We help with that, and people would think, how can we continue? And we can continue and we can grow and prosper with our building projects and things, thanks to this community. This community supports us. If we talk about the desire to have private rooms for our residents, the community got behind us and helped with that fund drive. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to do those things. And every little bit counts and is put to wonderful use. 100% of any dollars comes to the facility and used for our residents.
Okay, great. With that, our 5 minutes is up. So I want to thank again Peggy and Michelle for their time and support of our 100+ Women Who Care Giving Circle. And thank you to all of you members who are watching and for your support of 100+ Women Who Care in our Door County community. Don't forget to place your vote for your nonprofit and be sure to join us online for our virtual meeting on April 26th. Thank you.